All 117 acres of Pimlico will be transformed. 40 new buildings are planned, including the Stakes barn. But this area proved to be so popular, they'll be rebuilt with public activity space in mind. The last call for racing at Old Hilltop, and the trumpeting of a new era transforming Pimlico into the hub of Maryland horse racing. The storied, decades-long journey to the finish line, full of torturous twists and turns, is finally beating the odds.
This is real. I don't think anybody will believe it until they actually start tearing things down.
Greg Cross is the chairman of the Maryland Thoroughbred Racetrack Operating Authority. The authority came up with the plan, now written into state law, to reimagine Maryland horse racing and put Pimlico at the center of it all. The group will relinquish its role to the Maryland Stadium Authority at the end of June. Cross gave us a walking tour highlighting what some of the changes will look like, starting with the clubhouse. All this is going to go.
There'll be multiple venues inside. It'll function. It'll feel a lot different.
Grandstand seating will be reduced to 5,000. The new clubhouse will be smaller too, but more grand. The design is inspired by the original Pimlico clubhouse and landmarks like the Rawlings Conservatory in Druid Hill Park. There will be arches, balconies, and space for year-round gatherings on racing and non-racing days. Some of the old beams from the grandstand will be used to construct the new clubhouse, which will remain in the same footprint.
The angle of the clubhouse actually naturally keeps the sun from being in the faces of the jockeys and the horses as they come down the stretch.
History is also being preserved by the track itself. Plans to rotate at 30 degrees have been scrapped, saving some $30 million. The Preakness infield will remain as open space. Flexibility is the key. Go with the flow of planned events, which will include concerts, festivals, vendors with high-end merchandise, and corporate villages. Some of the past will be part of Pimlico's future. State archivists have already gone through the buildings top to bottom.
They've cataloged every single historical element. As soon as the race is over, they'll start removing all of those. They'll store all of them. We're going to try, the plan is to incorporate as much as possible into the new build and bring those back. To the extent they're not brought back, then they'll be dispersed for other display around the state.
All the Pimlico barns will be raised and rebuilt large enough to house 400 horses. The Stakes barns will be rebuilt with public space in mind. That has nothing to do with the Preakness. Options include wedding and reception venues. The universe of horse racing in Maryland will include a new training facility. The state bought the 378-acre Shamrock Farm from the famed Rooney family, who also own the Pittsburgh Steelers. There will be barn space for 800 horses. Some of the land could be rented to horse owners who want to build their own barns and living quarters nearby.
It's pastoral, so the horses can be turned out. There's not space to turn out horses here currently. It's 20 minutes from Pimlico, and we've enjoyed full support from Carroll County.
The new Pimlico will host more than 100 racing days. It currently holds 15. Still, public skepticism remains.
We've gone from a bill enacted and a concept and a plan to actual implementation, but we're really moving forward this time.
Demolition begins in late June, early July. The Preakness moves to Laurel next year. Authorities say because the track will not be rotated, the construction timeline almost guarantees the Preakness returns here in 2027. Reporting from Pimlico, David Collins, WBAL-TV 11 News.